Hey there! Today, we're diving into the life of one of history's most legendary figures, Alexander the Great. Born on July 21st, 356 BCE in Pella, Macedonia, Alexander was the son of King Philip II. But hold on, this isn't just a tale of royalty, it's a saga of conquest, ambition, and a quest for glory. From an early age, Alexander showed signs of greatness. He was tutored by none other than Aristotle, who instilled in him a love for knowledge and philosophy. Imagine being a kid and learning from one of the greatest minds of your time. But Alexander was more than just a scholar. He was a warrior at heart. By the age of 18, he had already fought in his first battle, helping secure a victory at Chaeronea against the Greek city-states. Talk about setting the stage for greatness. When his father was assassinated in 336 BCE, Alexander ascended the throne. But he wasn't content to sit back and rule. Oh no, he had bigger plans. Within a few years, he launched a campaign to conquer the mighty Persian Empire. And this is where things get really interesting. In 334 BCE, Alexander led his army into Asia Minor, where he faced the Persian forces at the Battle of Granicus. Against all odds, he emerged victorious. The young king was unstoppable. He continued to push forward, liberating cities and spreading Greek culture like wildfire. Ever heard of the phrase, "The world is your oyster"? Well, for Alexander, the world was his battlefield. But it wasn't just about battles. Alexander was a master tactician, blending diplomacy with brute force. He established cities, many of which were named after him, and he encouraged intermarriage between his soldiers and local populations. This wasn't just about conquest, it was about creating a new world order. The Hellenistic period was born, blending Greek and Eastern cultures in a way that shaped history. As he ventured deeper into Persia, he faced King Darius III in a series of epic battles. At Gaugamela in 331 BCE, Alexander faced overwhelming odds, but with brilliant strategy and sheer determination, he crushed Darius's forces. His reputation as a military genius was solidified, and he became known as the Great for a reason. But with great power comes great challenges. As he moved into Egypt, he was hailed as a liberator and even declared a god at the Oracle of Siwa. However, as he adopted more Persian customs, tensions began to rise among his troops. Some of his loyal soldiers were uncomfortable with his new ways, leading to whispers of rebellion. And then there was the tragedy of Hephaestion, his closest friend and general. His death hit Alexander hard. Some say he lost a part of himself that day. In a display of grief, he held a grand funeral and mourned deeply, showcasing the emotional depth behind the conqueror's facade. Now, as we approach the end of his life, Alexander's ambition didn't wane. Even after conquering Persia, he set his sights on India. In 326 BCE, he faced King Porus at the Battle of the Hydaspes River. Though victorious, it was a costly battle, and his army was weary. When his troops mutinied, refusing to march further into India, Alexander had to make a tough decision. He turned back, but not without leaving a lasting legacy of Hellenistic culture. In 323 BCE, at just 32 years old, Alexander fell ill and died in Babylon. The cause remains a mystery: poisoning, fever, or perhaps just the toll of years of warfare. His last words, "to the strongest," left his empire in turmoil, leading to the rise of the Diadochi, his former generals, who would fight for control over his vast empire. Alexander the Great's life was a whirlwind of triumph and tragedy, a testament to the complexities of ambition. His legacy lives on through the cultures he blended and the empires he forged. The world may have changed, but the echoes of his conquests still resonate today, reminding us of the power one person can wield. Isn't that incredible?